Man, woke up this morning. I'm out here. I'm enjoying this nice, beautiful weather. But man, I tell you, now I'm going to go really deep, really fast. So you got to stay with me on this. I woke up this morning and I was thanking God for allowing me to actually just to breathe, man, to have mobility, to have a beautiful family, to be able to see the light glisten on my skin, the light in my eyes, just being thankful to him. Came downstairs, started listening to a nice sermon. I'm sitting on my deck, man. I got my poncho on. You know, we don't realize as Christians, we don't realize as people that go to church, people that even say that we believe in Jesus, we don't realize how much the churches we even go to don't really have sound education on the Word of God, the thing that they built and professed themselves to be a gateway for. Because I believe they constantly they constantly say things that God doesn't say in the Bible. I mean, when I say constantly says things, I mean, a lot of pastors, preachers don't even really study the Bible. When I say they come and they tell you the things I think that you historically have heard, so you get bored. Sometimes you show, sometimes you don't. They're not they speak as if they've got it already figured out, and opposed to which is the opposite of speaking from a position of taking a journey with me as we explore this. Let's talk about the things that we have historically been taught that aren't true. But yet we consistently show up and we get fed the rhetoric, the lies, the deception, and we take it out. And because we try to do it in our life and our life ends up not the way that we want, or we don't like it. Well, first, we don't want to admit that we don't like the things we see in our life. That's the first thing. The second part is it ends up in a place that we don't like, or things that we don't like doing or being at, and we just accept it. We never realize it never comes to us to ask, why would we question what this person is teaching us about faith? They should know it. They've got the collar that goes around their neck, and they went to seminary school and did the cemetery thing, and they should be able to tell me what faith is and tell me what salvation is. But it guts me when I see so many people rushing to be pastors and preachers, and God has given me a calling. Yeah, why can't he just be calling you to just talk to people that you just meet on the street? Okay, you do. Oh, great. I mean, I challenge it. I challenge it because they always are in a place of work. Now, stay with me. I'm going deep really fast. They're always in a place of work. They're always communicating this message of us striving to be a good Christian, so you get into heaven and you don't go to hell. Don't let that thing send you to hell. I say it because they speak to you in a place where they speak as if everything that Jesus did hundreds of years ago, thousands of years ago, wasn't done. Like he didn't say it's finished. You think about that for a second. Really. Like, you're like, oh man, this dude is tripping. He must be tripping. He must be high on something. Check it out. Think about it. They speak to you in a place of you striving and working to obtain something that was already done thousands of years ago. The deception which helps churches manipulate people, the level of manipulation in some of these churches are to a level that you will not fathom. If I told you right now, the moment you said, man, I believe Jesus saved me. I believe, I can understand how that could be true. I could see some truth in this guy dying and then coming back to life and doing like these little miracles that, showed faith and the whole concept of faith and belief. And if I told you were saved at that point in time, like you're done, and this is not a save from heaven or hell thing. If I told you that you started at that point in time, you started now like walking in a level of wholeness and a completeness and a solidness because you felt like a peace that you really couldn't understand what it was. But nobody taught you how to continue to walk in it is done faith. But you go to church every day and they teach and they tell you, they preach to you the gospel, right? But you still don't know how to walk in it is done faith. I mean, you still are struggling. Don't listen. I want to put this in the right perspective. Just know that please study those things that you learn in church. The thing that the pastor gives you, and he tells you on Sunday morning that this is the Bible and this is what God says. And just write down and listen to what he says and study it and tell me if what you read matches what he says. Tell me if you don't have a little feeling inside you. Tell me if you have anything in you that remotely even counters it or says, well, but, And from there, start to steady yourself. Man, happy Saturday. I took you deep and I took you fast because it's not just Leon. It's not just about me. It's about you.